If everything in your life suddenly feels like it's falling apart, relationships strained, finances stretched thin, prayers going unanswered, don't be so quick to call it an attack from the enemy. Sometimes it's God who's testing you. And when he does, he'll leave signs, not to punish you, but to refine what's hidden in your heart. The first sign is silence. Yes, the deafening silence of heaven when you're desperate for a word, a breakthrough, a whisper. But instead, all you hear is the echo of your own thoughts. This is the wilderness season, just like Jesus in Matthew 4, where he was led by the Spirit, not Satan, into the desert to be tested. God uses silence to reveal whether you trust his presence, even when you don't feel it. The second sign is pressure. Unusual, relentless pressure in multiple areas of your life at once. It's not random, it's strategic, because pressure reveals cracks, and cracks expose character. James 1:3 says the testing of your faith produces perseverance. And let's be honest, perseverance doesn't grow in comfort, it grows in chaos. The third sign is the rise of old temptations, things you thought you had conquered suddenly creeping back with more intensity. Lust, pride, anger, doubt. God's not tempting you, but he will allow the temptation to surface to show you what still owns a piece of your soul. 1 Corinthians 10:13. It's a spiritual mirror, not to shame you, but to shape you, because he can't elevate what he hasn't purified. The fourth sign is the shifting of people. Friends grow distant, mentors go quiet, your circle feels smaller. This isn't rejection, it's refinement. Abraham had to leave Lot before God showed him the fullness of the promise. Genesis 13:14. And sometimes, God won't let you move into your next season until you've let go of relationships that were only meant for your last one. The fifth sign is divine delay, when everything God promised seems postponed indefinitely, and nothing you do seems to make it move faster. This is where many give up. But here's the hidden truth. Delay is not denial, it's development. God is building endurance, humility, obedience, because the blessing you're praying for can't rest on a foundation that's still fragile. When God tests you, it's not because he's unsure of you, it's because he wants to show you what's really in you. Like Deuteronomy 8:2 says, to humble you and reveal what's in your heart, whether you will keep his commands or not. These seasons feel cruel, but are actually critical, because what God is preparing you for requires a version of you that doesn't fold under pressure, doesn't compromise under temptation, and doesn't quit when the answer takes too long. If you're seeing these signs, don't panic. Pay attention. You're not being abandoned, you're being trusted. Trusted to walk by faith when the lights go out, to hold the promise when everything screams it's over, to keep worshiping when it feels like God walked out of the room. This test isn't about your comfort, it's about your calling. And if God is testing you, it means he sees something in you worth proving, not just to others, but to yourself. So stop asking when the storm will pass and start asking what it's trying to teach you. The test isn't punishment, it's preparation. You're not losing control, you're losing the illusion that you ever had it. And the moment you stop trying to escape the test and start embracing it is the moment everything begins to shift. You don't need another sign, you are the sign. Your survival, your resilience, your refusal to give up is the evidence that God is not finished with you. So stand firm, worship louder, obey even when it hurts. Because when the test ends, and it will, you won't just have a testimony, you'll have a transformation, and no one, not even hell, can take that